Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back. So for today's video, we're going to be doing another Monster High ranking. This time we're going to be looking at Howleen Wolf. If you haven't seen this series before that I do on my channel, it is where I take a look at a character from Monster High, looking just at Gen 1 and Gen 2, and then I rank all of the dolls that that character got. So again, today we're going to be looking at Howleen Wolf. If you guys remember the ranking I did ages ago on Claudine Wolf, I went into that thinking that I was not really a big Claudine fan, and it really opened my eyes. When Monster High first came out and I was first collecting them, Claudine just wasn't my favorite character. I didn't have anything against her, but I just wasn't super drawn to her dolls. And now, as I've grown older, I like them a lot more, which is super unfortunate because now, of course, I have to pay like secondhand prices to get a Gen 1 or Gen 2 doll. But I'm very curious to see if the same thing happens with Howleen, because from what I remember about my opinions on Howleen's dolls, I usually liked most of the doll, or like I liked some of the doll, and then there was always just one or two things that I really disliked that made me not like the doll as a whole. So I'm very curious to see whether my opinions have changed or not, but I guess we'll find out. Real quick, if you guys do find yourself enjoying the video through the course of the ranking, if you could give it a like, that'd be awesome. And if this is the first time you've seen a video from me, or if you just haven't subscribed yet, maybe consider doing that if you want to see more. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the ranking. So if this is your first time seeing a Monster High ranking, I do all of my rankings on Procreate, and the tiers that I use are perfect, good, and good but not for me. That one's for dolls that I can objectively say have a good design, they're well designed, but I just don't personally vibe with them. Then we have mediocre, bad but it gets worse, and burn it. For Howleen, I do have a couple dolls per layer because organization. And the other thing is that this is going to be another shorter one. Sorry, I know like we're kind of doing a lot of shorter ones. It is what it is. There's not that many Howleen dolls, but we're going to enjoy what we can immediately after I say that. Okay, listen. This one on the left, we have the Monster Family, and then on the right, we have a 2-pack with Claudine, but of course we're just focusing on Howleen. We'll start with the one that is very clearly worse. This isn't super here on the left, the Monster Family one. I think the mold for her shoes is fine. I think obviously it would be better if there was paint on the shoes, there were some more colors. I also love the blend of colors for her hair, but that's about it. I don't think that the face mold is terrible for Howleen in Gen 2, but I'm just really not a fan of this dress. I don't know. I feel like you could do something with the crossbones that looks a little bit less awful. I just don't like it. Do I go bad but it gets worse or burn it? Does it get worse? I think it probably does. We're going to say bad but it gets worse. Because there are good elements, but mostly just not. Now this doll though, when I think of Howleen, this is the doll that I think of. I think she is probably my favorite Howleen. Obviously the stock photo here isn't the best because it's from like the side view so you can't see everything, but I like the backpack. I love the hairstyle here with her hood. I think that that's very fun. I like the mismatched socks, and I love the shoes. Those are really cool shoes actually. But I think my problem when I look at it is like, I know I would not seek this doll out, and even if I did find her, I don't know if I would buy her. I think she's got a really cool design, but I just don't find myself wanting this doll, if that makes sense. That being said, I do think that she deserves a good ranking, so we're gonna put her in good, literally a good ranking. A little higher than good but not for me, because I think that that's probably my favorite. I don't know, I don't feel like I'm gonna like the Howleen dolls that much. I'm so sorry. Yeah, wow, okay, wait, we have Geek Shriek and then Ghoul Spirit? I don't know, I did these, like I prepped this a while ago. I can't find the name of that. I'll put it on the screen here. I'll put like the right name, because that's definitely not Ghoul Spirit. Yeah, I can't think of it. Anyway though, this one, Geek Shriek. I don't know. I don't mind Howleen with the glasses as much as I mind some other characters from the Geek Shriek line. But I really hate all of her clothes. Yeah, no, I don't like that at all. The pink hair is fine, but it's not as special as like the yellow blend. But I think the clothes might be better on this one. I think I'm going to put this also in bad, but it gets worse. Ooh, I'm starting to think that this is not going to be a good ranking. I'm really sorry to any Howleen fans out there. I will say, from the design and the like episodes for the Gen 3 Monster High show, that design looks really cool. So I might like her more in Gen 3. But yeah, just so far, not doing great. And this one too, not super. It's just very plain. I think it's just very boring. Like, it's not giving personality. The one that I ranked highly, I know it's all pixelated now, but like that's got a lot of personality. That look is a look, and I like that. This one is just so nothing. And I actually think I like it less than the other ones, because the other ones at least had some sort of theme to them, whereas this one just seems very generic, like random Monster High dress. I think I'm actually gonna put this one and burn it. Because not only do I not like it, but also it doesn't feel very Howleen themed. That's sad. Then we have Creepateria and Dance Class. Oh, this is so hard. I love the makeup. That one, that's really cool makeup. I like that a lot, actually. The pink all around, that's cute. I also like the blue and the hair blend on this one. I think I prefer with like a yellow or orange. I just think that that's more fun. But I do like the hair blend on that. I like the detail of the untied shoes. That's very funny. Sometimes when I'm feeling lazy, I wear my shoes like that. Don't love the prints, but I think that this is definitely improvement. What did I just do? I think that this is definitely an improvement on the other ones that we've been looking at, so I'm going to put her in mediocre. And then Dance Class. And it's not super. I like the hair. I think that the puff, like curly pigtails, is fun. I wish there was a different color in there, like not just the solid pink. I think she looks best when she's got some sort of mix. I think all of Howleen's prints are just really bad. I just don't like these prints at all. Like, the shoes are fine, but I'm going to put that in bad, but it gets worse also. I really was trying to go into this thinking, okay, maybe this is going to be a more positive ranking than you think it's going to be. Maybe this isn't going to be that terrible. Maybe you'll have a change of heart. Like I really did during the Claudine ranking, completely changed my mind about a lot of her dolls from what I thought I felt to like what I feel now, or like what I felt as a kid versus what I feel now. So I was really hoping that would happen for Howleen too, but that's going to go in bad, but it gets worse also. So not super. Okay. Then we have 13 Wishes and the Wolf family. This was a whole pack of all of the Wolf siblings. So 13 Wishes. This one is also pretty good. I love the hat. Even though her hair isn't a blend of color, I still think it's cool. This is one of the only times that I like the printing on her dress, which is impressive at this point. I like that she's got little fishnets on. I love that. I love the boots. Everything about this, I think I like all the pieces, but I just... Again, my thing is that I'm going back to, I wouldn't buy this doll. Like, I was buying Monster High dolls when 13 Wishes came out, and I didn't buy this doll then, and I can't imagine myself buying her now. So I think it's a good design, but I like it less than the Howleen that I put in good. I think I'm going to put this one solidly in good, but not for me. Because that one, I really don't have any complaints on her design. I'm just not feeling it. And then Wolf family, again, this one, not as bad. I love the shirt. I think that this is so... cute, like the crop with the collar, the scratch marks. I love that. The shirt underneath, not as big a fan. I think I would have preferred just the crop shirt, but it's still cute. I can't tell. It almost looks like the pink part of her shirt and the pants are sewn together. I can't tell, and I'm just going to pretend that's not happening. I'm just going to look at this as though they're all separate pieces so I can, like, give her a little bit of leeway. I do like the paw print pants. I think that it gives Wolf without being just really gross or tacky or too much. I keep accidentally drawing on here. I'm so sorry. But, yeah, a lot of her prints, I think, are too, like, kiddish, I think is the problem. And I know that she's supposed to be Claudine Wolf's younger sister in, like, Gen 1 and Gen 2, so I get it. But sometimes it just airs too far on the side of kid for me. This, I think, is better because it's youthful, but it's not, like, toddler kid, you know? Again, the hair, the blend, so pretty. I like when it's got that hint of orange or a little bit of yellow. I really like the one that had just orange. But I know Howleen, for the most part, has pink. And I like it when it's blended like this. I think I'm also going to put this one in good. Because I honestly like this more than 13 Wishes. I don't know why. But I do. So, you know, here we go again with the unpopular doll opinions. Okay, and that was it. Like I said, not a lot of Howleen dolls. We kind of came in clutch there at the end with a couple that weren't as bad, because that was getting scary for a little bit. Definitely, I'm just not the biggest fan of her designs. Like I said, G3 looks like I'm going to like that design better. I think that that has more potential for it to be a design that I like. But yeah, I just didn't personally vibe with a lot of these. I think, again, I know it's really pixelated, but the prints, that's what always tore her down for me, is the prints are just not it, in my opinion. So if you are a huge Howleen fan, I'm sorry about ranking this way. I would love to hear how you guys would rank this in the comments down below. Very curious to see how your ranking would be different than mine. But this is where we're leaving it today. So yeah, that is going to be it. Again, I am sorry if you are a Howleen fan and I've kind of ranked her not so favorably. I know it was a little bit of a less positive ranking than some of them are, but I hope it was still at least entertaining for you guys. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your night or whatever it might be, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.